Hey guys, my name is Ethan, this is Carberra, and welcome to the series of actually how to code in Python. Congratulations, you've made it to checkpoint number 2. You're doing really well and you covered a lot of stuff. So in this little segment we've covered understanding errors, string concatenation, if statements, and we've also talked about different loops and even some more advanced stuff to do with them, which is pretty cool. We're getting somewhere. However, this is another good time to test your knowledge with Python. Now I am kind of cheating a little bit with this one and kind of making you do stuff that you haven't done yet, but I've given you hints on how to do that in the actual in the brief. But this is just a really good test of your knowledge so far, like without those things. So this is a number guessing game. So essentially a user will try and guess a randomly generated number. If they get it right, hey, if they get it wrong, oh, sad times. So the first thing you need to do is you need to take a minimum and maximum value from the user. So you need to get these obviously as integers. You don't need to do any error handling again, or you don't need to do error handling yet again. So if they input text, just let it error. You can do that if you want, but obviously we haven't covered that yet, so I'm not going to make you do that. The second thing is to ask the user to guess a number. Now, obviously, before you need to do that, you need to randomly generate the number. So you can do that with import random. So you can put this at the top of your file. Where is my mat? There it is. So you can put this at the top of your file to import the random library, and then you can use this line to generate a random number. Obviously, if your variables are called min value and max value, if they're not called that, then change these two things. Yeah, we haven't covered libraries and stuff, I know. So I thought I'd just kind of give you these two lines to be able to generate them. So you need to generate the answer after you take the minimum and maximum values, but before they start guessing. So still outside of the while loop. So inside the while loop, you then need to ask the user to guess a number, and you also need to make sure that it's within those bounds. If it is within the bounds, then continue with the rest of the steps. If it's not, then make them guess again. If their guess is correct, then say you win and just end the program. You don't need to do anything else. However, I do have a little bit extra step if you do. If it's not correct, then say whether it's higher or lower than the current value, or say whether their guess is higher or lower than the actual answer. If they don't get it right after 3 guesses, then say you lose, and then display the correct answer. Now I want you to use f strings for this, for obvious reasons. However, you don't have to if you don't want to. And then if you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you can actually ask them if they want to play again. If they say yes, then just restart everything from the top. If they say no, then obviously quit the program. Again, I've given you the little hints down there for how to do stuff. You should be able to do this. The stuff I haven't taught you is quite simple, even though we will be covering that in more detail later. But this is, in my opinion, a really, really good exercise to test your knowledge with loops, which is why I'm kind of cheating a little bit. But yeah, if you can do this, then you've understood everything I've talked about so far, basically. Again, there's no worries. I'm not going to judge you if you can't do this first try. If you need to ask for help, then do. It's better than just sitting there struggling or sitting there and giving up because you can't do it. I'm not going to be angry at you. We all start somewhere. It took me weeks to get my head around a for loop when I first started. That isn't even a lie. It took me like 3 weeks to get my head, what does this do? So if it's taking you a while, then honestly, don't worry. If you've been liking this series so far and you think this has been helpful to you, if you haven't already, then consider subscribing and maybe liking the videos as well. It does really help out, and it lets me know that you're enjoying the series. I don't normally ask for likes, but obviously I can't just spawn into my stand outro when I haven't taught you anything. But if you are liking the content as well and you want to donate something, you can obviously donate through the Patreon. Of course, you don't have to. The content is available for free for a reason, because I feel as though it should be. But if you do want to show some support and you do have a few quid spare, then you can help a desperate student out. Because I'm a university student, and university students are always poor. unless you're from really posh areas, but we don't need to get into politics right now. But yeah, I will see you next time where we continue on with the lessons, talking about try accept error handling. So we're actually going to be doing error handling using try accept statements, which I have referenced in the past already, but we're going to be talking about those in more detail. So I'll see you for that.